Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's going great. Thanks for asking. That's awesome. What's on your mind today?
All right, so I want you to tell me everything that you read on the sign.
All right, the sign has a section titled What You Can't Take. It lists several prohibited items with icons next to each: soil or seeds, live or potted plants, cut flowers, firewood or untreated timber, corrugated paper, pets, tools or equipment with attached soil, motorized vehicles, bicycles, and drones or remotely piloted aircraft. There's also a note about strict penalties for non-compliance. Is there a specific detail you'd like to know more about?
Yeah, where are you seeing the strict penalties for non-compliance? I'm not even seeing that in there.
My bad. I might have read into that one. The sign doesn't explicitly mention strict penalties.
Yeah,
It
you're right.
just lists what you can't take. Anything else you'd like to know about the sign?
Okay, so based on this, where do you think I'm at?
Given the list of restricted items, especially soil, seeds, and plants, it suggests you're likely near a protected natural area or island with unique ecosystems. Maybe a place like the Channel Islands?
Oh my gosh. Wait, so what makes you think that I'm at the Channel Islands just by reading this sign?
The Channel Islands have strict rules about what you can bring to protect their ecosystems. The specific mention of soil, seeds, and plants
Hmm.
suggests a unique protected environment. Plus, mentioning
Okay,
no pets,
so what type of flower is this?
those flowers look like ice plant blooms, specifically from the genus Carpobrotus, also known as Hottentot fig or highway ice plant. They
All
have
right,
those thick, succulent.
what about these red ones over here? Are they a different species or are they the same type of flower?
Those red ones are likely the same species but in a different stage. Ice plant flowers can range in color from pink to yellow and white. The red might be the older blooms or just a natural variation in the plant.
Okay, why do you think this sign was put here?
The sign is likely there to protect the embankment and plants. By keeping people off, it helps prevent erosion and damage to the vegetation. It
All right,
also ensures the
tell me about the process and about how much it would cost for somebody to build this thing right here and what it is.
That structure is a gangway bridge, typically used for accessing docks or boats. The cost to build one can vary a lot based on materials, length, and location. For
All
a
right,
metal gangway,
so tell me how many boats and yachts you see in this picture.
I see at least a dozen boats in the picture, maybe more in the background. The marina looks pretty.
All right, so give me an estimation about how much it would cost if I wanted to buy every single boat in all of these pictures, yachts and all of them.
To buy all the boats in the picture, you'd be looking at a wide range of prices. Smaller sailboats might range from tens of thousands to a
Yeah,
few
I know,
hundred
just give me
thousand.
an estimate.
All right, a rough estimate: if we average smaller boats around $50,000 and larger ones up to a few hundred thousand, you'd likely need several $1 million to buy all the boats in the marina.
All right, so now I want you to search the internet and public data and give me an estimate. So I'm at the Channel Islands, Ventura Harbor, and combine all that information and then give me an estimate of all that data and combine it all.
All right, so boat prices in Ventura and Channel Islands Harbor can vary significantly. For instance, a 2019 Fountaine Pajot Siona 47 sailboat is listed at $875,000. Smaller boats will be cheaper, and larger yachts could be more. So the total for all boats in the marina could easily be in the tens of millions.
Right. So I want you to like look at this scene and then with your combined information about where I'm at and the harbor and do some calculations based on, the square foot of all that and then, the estimation of the size of all the boats. And I want you to give me an estimate of how many boats you could actually fit in here and then also give me a calculation of how much they all cost and then turn that into a visual graph.
All right, that's quite a bit to calculate visually on the fly.
Ah,
Estimating boat capacity involves marina size, slip sizes, and boat dimensions.
yeah, but I know you can
Typically,
do it. You got this.
All right, let's give it a shot. A marina like Ventura Harbor can hold hundreds of boats, depending on slick sizes. If we estimate 500 slips with an average cost per boat ranging from $50,000 to over $1 million for luxury yachts, the total marina's boat value could easily range from tens to hundreds of millions. Visualizing this would require specific data on boat sizes and slip capacity. Would you like a more detailed breakdown or focus on a specific aspect?
That's crazy. That's wild.